I want to thank Deputy Kenny and his colleagues for bringing this. I have no hesitation in supporting this. The abolition of the means test for carers is the most basic step that we can take in a republic to give that word meaning. And we stand here today as we wait a Supreme Court decision where a woman has been forced to take a judicial review all the way to the Supreme Court. And I won't quote what they outlined in relation to the son, but I will outline what they said in relation to the woman. I am quite satisfied that the evidence that it is an enormously demanding caring for the son, and that the reduction of the full rate of carers allowance had a profound adverse effect on the first applicant and caused significant personal and financial strain to her as a full-time carer. It goes on to say, of course, that she doesn't have the option of working at all. That's what we're waiting from the Supreme Court. It may well be that it's not the most appropriate case, but at least it's been teased out, in contrast to the government, which held a referendum earlier this year. Cynically create no obligation on the state, and the no vote was the highest percentage of no vote who voted in Irish history. 73.9% voted on the 8th of March against your proposed referendum. Pre-legislative scrutiny was waived, the debate was guillotined, and it was cynically held on International Women's Day. That's where the government is at. This motion is asking for a pathway. The pathway has been laid out repeatedly, and if it wasn't, it should have been clear from a pre-legislative scrutiny what was necessary. Instead of that, we're reliant on carers, many of them in an unpaid role, which is saving the economy not millions, but billions. And so we have an Oireachtas committee as far back as 22 saying at the very least individually assess, don't take the whole family means into account. We have the National University of Ireland, Maynooth, the report commissioned by Carers Ireland asking for the abolition of it. And we have Carers Ireland themselves calling for to be abolished in June of this year. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is the most basic thing to do. I don't know why we need a pathway, but I agree with looking at that as quickly as possible. And even on simple economic terms, it's a win-win all around. However, we have never valued women's work. We have never valued caring in the society. And I wish that sometime an economist would come in here and put a value on it, what it's saving the economy, because the majority of men could not go out working unless they had a female member of the family at home in a non-paid position. And I'll stop on time.
Thank you, Deputy.